a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Nick Powell. Nicholas Edward Powell is an English professional footballer who plays for Wigan Athletic as a midfielder or as an attacker. He began his career at Crewe Alexandra, initially as a forward, making his debut at the age of 16. After impressing for Crewe Alexandra during the 2011-12 season, including scoring in their 2-0 victory in the League Two playoff final, he moved to Manchester United in July 2012. Unable to break into the Manchester United first team, however, he went on loan to Wigan Athletic, Leicester City, and Hull City before being released in June 2016. He joined Wigan Athletic in July 2016. He has represented England at under-16, under-17, under-18, under-19 and under-21 levels. Crewe Alexandra. Born in Crewe, Cheshire, Powell started his career at hometown club Crewe Alexandra, joining their youth system as a 5-year-old. He made his debut for Crewe on the 19th of August 2010, in a League Two game against Cheltenham Town, which ended in a 3-2 defeat at Whaddon Road. At the age of 16 he came on as a second-half substitute for Clayton Donaldson, becoming the second youngest player ever to appear for Crewe. On the 20th of August 2011, after only being on the pitch for 8 minutes, Powell was sent off for the first time in the 2-0 defeat to Shrewsbury Town, following a poor challenge on Terry Cornell. Powell scored his first senior goal in a 3-1 away win at AFC Wimbledon on the 15th of October 2011. In January 2012, Powell was awarded the Football League's Young Player of the Month award for December. He scored his first brace against Gillingham in a 4-3 win on the 10th of March 2012. On the 21st of April 2012, he won every award at Crewe's end-of-season awards ceremony, becoming the first player to win all 5, including Goal of the Season, Young Player of the Year, and Player of the Year. On the 27th of May 2012, Powell scored the most important goal of his career so far, a volley from outside the box into the top corner in the 2-0 victory over Cheltenham Town in the 2012 League Two playoff final at Wembley Stadium, to win promotion to League One. Early career. Powell joined Manchester United from Crewe Alexandra on the 2nd of July 2012 in a deal reported to be worth up to £6 million, depending on future success and appearances. He was allocated the number 25 shirt that had been worn by Antonio Valencia, who took the number 7 shirt. It is also the same shirt number that he had worn at Crewe. Powell played his first match for United on the 21st of July 2012, coming on as a second-half substitute in a pre-season friendly against Ajax Cape Town in South Africa. 4 days later, he made his first start for Manchester United in a pre-season friendly match against Shanghai Shenhua. He made his Premier League debut against Wigan Athletic in a 4-0 win on the 15th of September 2012, coming on as a substitute for Ryan Giggs in the 71st minute, and scoring his first goal for United in the 82nd minute after receiving a pass from Javier Hernandez. 2013-2015. On the 2nd of September 2013, Powell joined Wigan Athletic on a season-long loan, following in the footsteps of fellow Manchester United player Tom Cleverley, who had been on loan at the club. Powell then went on to score Wigan's first ever European goal against NK Maribor on the 3rd of October 2013, and later added the third goal in a 3-1 victory for his side. Powell then increased his European tally to 3 with a right-footed equaliser in Wigan's home tie against Truban Kazan. On the 15th of December 2013, Powell scored an overhead kick in a 3-2 win over Bolton Wanderers. On the 14th of January 2014, Powell scored twice against Milton Keynes Dons in the FA Cup, overcoming the 1-0 deficit to help Wigan win 3-1. Powell was given the number 22 for the 2014-15 season. He started the first game of the season in a League Cup match against Milton Keynes Dons, which United lost 4-0. He was later substituted for James Wilson. On the 2nd of September, he was loaned to newly promoted Premier League team Leicester City for the rest of the season, with Tom Lawrence also making the move, but on a permanent basis. On the 1st of November, Powell made his Leicester debut against West Bromwich Albion in the Premier League, coming on as a second-half substitute for Danny Drinkwater on 81 minutes in a 0-1 home defeat. On the 27th of December, it was reported that Leicester City had opted to terminate Powell's loan early due to the players showing a lack of commitment to training. On the 23rd of November 2015, Powell made his first appearance in 2015, playing 55 minutes in an under-21 game against Norwich City, having been sidelined by serious hamstring problems for around 9 months. Powell was included in United's Champions League squad for their crucial group game against VfL Wolfsburg on the 9th of December 2015, due to a number of injuries. He came on as a replacement for Juan Mata in this game, which United went on to lose 3-2. PSV knocked Manchester United out of the Champions League, defeating CSKA Moscow in the other Group B match. He also came on as a second-half substitute in United's next game, a league defeat at Bournemouth. His first league appearance for United in over 3 years. Later career. On transfer deadline day, the 1st of February 2016, Powell moved to Hull City on loan until the end of the 2015-16 season. He made his debut on the 20th of February 2016 in the FA Cup fifth-round match at the Emirates Stadium against Arsenal that ended in a 0-0 draw. In June 2016, Powell was released by Manchester United, and in July 2016 was variously reported to be set to sign for Wolverhampton Wanderers and Wigan Athletic. Wigan Athletic. On the 12th of July 2016, Powell returned to Wigan Athletic on a free transfer, signing a 3-year contract. On the 13th of August 2016, Powell scored in his first appearance of the season, in a 3-0 home win against Blackburn Rovers. His first season was seemingly ended prematurely by injury during a January 2017 FA Cup game against Nottingham Forest, but Powell returned to first-team action 3 months later, coming on as a substitute and scoring an injury-time winner against Rotherham. On the 13th of April 2017, Powell scored an 11-minute hat-trick for Wigan, who were 2-0 down in the second half against Barnsley, earning his side a 3-2 home win. Powell continued his scoring momentum 4 days later, netting from the bench in Wigan's 2-1 away defeat to Brighton and Hove Albion on the 17th of April 2017. Despite scoring 5 goals in 3 consecutive substitute appearances, Powell's exploits weren't enough to help Wigan avoid relegation to EFL League One. Powell opened his account for the 2017-18 EFL League One campaign on the 5th of August 2017, scoring from close range in Wigan Athletic's 1-0 opening day victory at Milton Keynes Dons. Powell claimed a second-half brace the following week, scoring a header and converting a penalty as Wigan cruised to a 4-1 home win against Bury. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like